Hey guys, welcome to another tutorial by Zeilhan. Today we're going to learn how to make this beautiful website that you see right here. We're actually going to be very quick in this tutorial. Normally our tutorials are very long, but this one is going to be a very quick one. Right off the bat, we're going to learn how to get your domain set up. So what is your .com? For example, zeilhantutorials.co.uk. You're also going to learn how to get website hosted. Then you're going to learn how to install WordPress, get a free SSL certificate, and then you're going to learn how to build this website. Now, the beautiful thing about this tutorial, which is very different from how other tutorials are structured, is that we don't just teach you how to get this website, how to design it, and everything like that. We actually teach you how to make this template and make this website into your own in such a way that it helps your business grow. Now, let's say that you have a cleaning business. This template is going to be perfect for you. But if you don't have a cleaning business, but you like the way this template looks, all you need to do is change the text and change the pictures, and you will have a website that's fit for, let's say, a plumber or an electrician or a lawyer or any business, a car wash even. I think we'll do a car wash in our next tutorial. So go ahead and hit subscribe. By the way, I want to thank you guys so much. We finally hit 1,000 subscribers. So for everyone who has subscribed to our channel and has been watching our content, thank you for your support all this time. We are going to continue making very awesome tutorials. Additionally, which is also very amazing, is that AI is the buzz these days, ChatGPT and DeepSeek and what's it not. What we're going to be doing is we're also going to learn how to use ChatGPT to build this website. Now, here's a cool thing. Sometimes when you land here, you don't know what to put on the button, you don't know what to use for your text, you don't know how to design. We are going to learn how to use ChatGPT to get the right content for our website, and that is going to help us to get more clients and more leads and more sales as well. Additionally, and this is perhaps the last part before we actually dive into the tutorial, we're going to learn a lot about digital marketing, search engine optimization, optimizing your website for clicks, optimizing your website for leads, how to do lead generation. There are some tutorials linked in the description as well that can help you get more information on that. So let's go ahead, get started with this tutorial. It's an absolutely beautiful website, as you can see. I absolutely love what I'm seeing right here. And let's get going. Thank you guys for watching. And of course, if you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and hit subscribe. Thank you. All right, to get started, what we're going to do is we're going to get our domain name and we're going to set up our website hosting. The way we're going to go about this is not the way that they normally do it. And here's what I mean. In the description of this video, there's going to be a link to different website hosts. We're going to have Name Hero and a few others. What we're going to do is we are going to get our domain name from Name Hero. All right. So you're going to click on the link in the description. It's going to take you to Name Hero. Hopefully you don't have to go through reCAPTCHA like I have to go through here. And then it's going to take you to Name Hero. The domain name is going to be your .com, your .co, your .org. The name of your website, the website address. So google.com, namehero.com, that's the domain name. Most times it's going to be your businessname.com. So if your business is Pete's Pizzas, it's going to be petespizzas.com. And sometimes it can be .co.uk depending on what you'd like. And then after that, you're going to set up what's called hosting. Hosting is going to be the computer that is on 24/7 or the server that is on 24/7. That's going to make your website available across the globe. What we're going to do that's different, and I'm going to show you how to do it the regular way. We're not going to be using shared hosting that is named here. We're going to be using managed hosting, because the managed hosting solution we're going to be using is a little bit price flexible, but it offers a lot more power. What we're going to do here is that instead of using Name Hero for the domain name and the hosting, like most of the YouTube tutorials, we're going to go a little bit more advanced, where we can use more advanced and better web servers like Amazon Web Services or Google Cloud, for example. Or we can go cheaper and use DigitalOcean or Vultr or Linode. And we're going to get this by using Cloudways. So here's what we're going to do. On Name Hero's homepage, namehero.com, we're going to click domains. We're just going to purchase a domain. So I'm going to type Zeilhan Tutorials. And I'm not going to be using .com this time. I'm going to be using .co.uk. I know I am not in the UK, so we'll have .com. That's added from my previous session. because I was trying to set up hosting, but don't worry about it, it's going to be the same process. What I want is .co.uk. So there are different domain names. We're just going to go with the .co.uk option because it is cheap. It's added to cart. Now I'm going to click on the cart. I am going to remove the hosting that is there. So it says here that if you plan on purchasing web hosting with name here, and this is the most important part, because remember I told you that we're not going to be hosting with name hero in this situation. But if you're using name hero as a host, you click continue and then you can purchase your hosting and you can go from there. But we're not going to be using name hero. I am going to leave the name servers as is though, because I don't yet know the name servers for the host that I'm going to be getting. So we'll get that later. So this part right here, zeilhantutorials.com, is from the previous part of the tutorial that you guys probably won't see when I was trying to get hosting from Name Hero and it was not working. In another tutorial, I'll show you how to get Name Hero hosting. But right now it's not working. The checkout page is crashing. So let's hope it doesn't happen with the domain name. So zeilhantutorials.co.uk, email forwarding, DNS management. You can get those. This is just a tutorial for me. I don't need it, so I won't get them, but you can get them. You can read. It basically makes your website available faster and it makes you have all your emails in one inbox. Perfectly fine. Not a big deal for me. So we're going to continue. All right. So I don't need the .com. Let's remove that. No savings. We are going to create a new account. All right. So once you've created your account, all right, guys, so you're going to create your account, first name, last name, email address, etc., your billing address, and all of that good stuff. Once you have created your account, you're going to go ahead and select your payment method, enter your payment details, all right, and you have read and agreed to the terms of service, and you check out. And that's what it's going to be. I already have an account with Name Hero. I think I'm going to go ahead and use that existing customer account because I just need a domain name. I don't need a separate account. When I'm doing the hosting tutorial for you guys again, then we'll get a new account. So I'm just going to use the existing customer login. I'm going to log in. Everything is as I'd like it. Read and agreed to the terms of service. And we are going to check out now. All right. So let's go ahead and check out. All right, order placed, continue to client area because we're going to need this section. Now I do have 8 domains here. I've had more, some are expired, some not so expired. We're going to click on domains. We are going to go all the way over to Zeilhan Tutorials. Let me just make myself a little bit smaller. zeilhantutorials.co.uk. We are going to click on this one. Click on it. And everything is as we would like it to be. No SSL, perfectly fine. We'll set that up very soon. So now that we have this set up, and remember guys, once you set up your account, you're going to want to go to your email address that you used, and you're going to want to get all the good stuff happening, like getting your confirmation code and everything like that. You can go ahead and do that. I already had an account. That's something I need to show you. Now for the hosting that we're going to be using this time is Cloudways. And Cloudways is it's something that I love because you can choose where you host your website, at which server. It can be Google Cloud, it can be Amazon Web Services for higher performance websites. So like my most important clients with like e-commerce platforms and so on, always AWS, always Google Cloud. Or you can go with something a bit more budget friendly. For this tutorial, we're going to use that. I'm going to be using Vultr. For now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a new account with Cloudways because I'm actually going to be getting website hosting. Now, Cloudways is very beautiful. I won't ramble on too much. We're just going to get started. So we're going to say start free. I am going to sign up with my Google account. You can just enter first name, last name, and so on. Everybody can do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use the Google method. So I'm going to click continue with Google. I'm going to select the email address. I'm going to continue. All right. So now I need to set a password. I'm just going to select a strong password. I will describe myself as I'm a lot of things right now. So I'm going to say digital agency for this person. Yeah, I'm just going to say digital agency. My hosting spend is 50 to 250. I agree to the terms of service, privacy policy. I am going to continue. To activate your account, sign in. All right. So submit details. All right, guys, good news. So my Cloudways account has been activated. Woohoo! It took a few days, but I'll show you the process. So to get activated, you just need to go to cloudways.com. All right, so you apply for an account. Then you actually go to cloudways.com. Let me get my chat out of the way, and it's going to be right there. And when you go to cloudways.com, you're going to click send a message. All right, send us a message, go to verification. Once you go to verification, it's going to automatically apply with the instructions to get verified. So I literally did all of this. So I sent them the email account that I used to sign up. I sent them links to my Twitter and LinkedIn accounts. I sent them my company's website, which, Zeilhan.com. I sent them my ID. So I used my driver's license. And I also sent them my contact number. So I used two socials. I used my company's website. I used the email address, my driver's license, government issued ID. And within about 3 or 4 hours, I was verified. So we're verified. We are going to log in and activate. I understand the risks. Take me there. All right, this is good. So here's what we're going to be doing. Let's get started. Okay, so here it's telling us you can deploy more apps once your first server is ready. So to set up a WordPress install, we're just going to click next right here. And I'm going to call this, all right, go next. Actually, I need to name it first app. First app. I'm going to call this first server. And I'm going to call this startup project. I'm just going to install startup project. Then we go next. So it's saying that I can only use DigitalOcean, AWS, and Google. So let's just go ahead, set up that. Select your desired server size. I'm just doing a test website, so I can just go with a 1 gig regular server, but most times you're going to go with a 2 gig high performance. All right, so I'm just going to go with my 1 gig regular server. Let's go next. So the location I'm going to use is actually Miami. If I can use Miami, it doesn't seem like Miami is one of the options. I'll just go with New York for now then. So try to a blazing platform with 3-day trial, no credit card. Yes, let's go on. I'm perfectly fine. You're all set. And so I'm going to launch now. And remember, this is a WordPress install. You can also go with a multi-site. So that's a WordPress multi-site, and you can go with a WooCommerce installation. So I'm just going to go ahead and launch now. So it's adding my server. All right, first server has been created. Our server is here. We have an application. So after you've made your server, this is the most important part. After you've made your server, so you're going to go to dashboard. We have a server right here. So we have a server installed. Here's what you're going to do next. You're going to click on your server. You're going to copy the public IP. You're going to log into your name here, client section. When you log into your name here, client section, you're going to go to DNS management. At DNS management, you're going to add at a record, and you're going to paste in the IP address and save changes. So this is what you'll have when you're done. Once you've done that, I want you to copy your website URL. I want you to go incognito and go to DNS checker. All right. DNS checker. You're going to paste in the URL. You're going to search the A records. The address that you see right here should be the same address from your Cloudways IP, and it should also be the same for your A record. And what DNS checker is basically saying to you, it is telling you that, all right, your website domain is available across the globe on this server. This is the IP address for your server. This is the A record for it. And that's all you need to do. If you go to Name Hero, or you go to your public register, your DNS, or you go to your domain name register, and they don't have the option to add the A record, open a support ticket, tell them that this is the IP address for your Cloudways server. You'd like to have them added to your domain so you can use Cloudways for your domain. Once that is done, you're going to go back to Cloudways. All right. You're going to go to your first app. This is your WordPress install. You're ready to use this. So you're just going to click on this. You have two URLs right here. You're going to have the application URL. If you click here, it takes you to the actual website. And if you click here, it takes you to the admin panel. You copy the login URL and you copy the password. You're going to paste it in and you can log in. So the next thing that you're going to do after you've seen the IP, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to copy the domain name. You're going to go back to Cloudways. You're going to go to domain management. The default, the primary is going to be this long, ugly URL that you can't share with anyone. You're going to do is you're going to add domain. You're going to paste in your URL, and then you're going to add domain. After you've added the domain, it's going to appear, but it's going to be here. You're just going to right click and make primary for the actual domain. Once that is done, it still won't work because you need to have SSL. You need to have an SSL certificate installed. So to install the SSL certificate, you're going to go to SSL certificate. Let's encrypt. You're going to use your email address. I'm just going to use one for the business, and you're going to paste in your domain, and you're going to install SSL certificate. Once the SSL certificate is installed, we're going to go to incognito. We're going to paste the URL. We're going to see if it works. And it works. Now to go to your admin address, you're just going to right click here. You're going to say WP admin. Once that happens, you're going to go back to Cloudways, access details, copy and paste your email address, copy and paste your password, and you're going to log in. And there you go. All right. So now let's get started with the tutorial. So what we're going to do next, we're just going to open a window. So hover over my blog, visit site, open link in new tab. And what this is going to do for us, it's just going to help us to see how our website is going to progress as we continue to build it. Now, there are a few things that we have to do. Most importantly, we have to work on what's called search engine optimization, SEO. And the reason why we're going to do this is because when we build a website, we need to get website visitors. And when we get website visitors, then we're going to be able to convert these website visitors into clients. And then these clients is pretty much where we make money. So getting website visitors is important. Now, to get website visitors, we need to do SEO, like I said, search engine optimization. And SEO is basically going to say to us that whoever is looking for a website on Google, for example, they're going to go to Google and they will type in cleaning service LA. Well, whoever is looking for our website, we need, whenever they search for the services that we offer, that our website appears. So we're going to tell Google, by optimizing our website, what our website is about. That's all SEO is, just optimizing your website so Google knows what it's about, likes your website, and shows it to more people who are looking for what you have to offer. All right, sounds good. So then now what we're going to do is we're going to head back over to the dashboard. And to start with SEO, we're going to go to settings and permalinks. We're going to change this from day and name to post name. All right. And post name is just going to be a little bit clearer, more English-like than all the other options. And because it's more English-like and it's easier to read, what's going to happen is that someone who is browsing the web will be able to read the link and have an idea of what the web page is about. And that actually helps to improve website visitors. Because whenever someone understands what the website is about, it's more likely that they'll click on it, right? The next thing that this is going to do for you is that it's also going to help Google have a better understanding of what your website is about or your web page is about, which is also very important. So change the post name, go ahead and save changes. Now we're going to go to settings general. Under settings general, we're going to change the site title from my blog to your business name. I'm going to use Zeilhan cleaners. All right. Then I'm going to use the pipe, which is the key above the enter key. I'm going to press shift and press that key and you're going to have the pipe appear. All right. And then I'm going to give a description that is basically a keyword. Now, a keyword is whatever someone searches in Google for your website to appear. The keyword that I'm going to use is professional cleaners Los Angeles. I like to use Los Angeles for some reason. I've never been to LA, but for some reason I always use LA in our tutorials. So whatever it is that your ideal client would search in Google for your business, you're going to put that right here. And I'm going to use a descriptor, or well, an adjective. The best professional cleaners Los Angeles. We're going to copy everything after the pipe and we're going to paste it in the tagline. We're not yet going to choose our site icon. We have HTTPS, which means that we have SSL installed. If you don't have SSL, go ahead, restart the tutorial, and you will find during the hosting section of this tutorial, you can use the chapters below. We teach you how to get SSL certificate. All right. I'm going to change my time zone to Jamaica because I am in Jamaica. And the reason why I do this is because I want the time of events on the website. So WordPress is going to send me emails from time to time of events happening on the website. I want that time to be understandable as it relates to where I am. So wherever you are, you can change it to that time zone. I'm going to keep the date format. I am going to change the time format to caps for the PM, and I'm going to start my week on a Sunday. Go ahead and save changes. We are good. Head back over here, refresh, and you're going to see right here change. All right, there we go. Best professional cleaners, Los Angeles. Very good. Next thing that we're going to do is we're going to have to learn about website themes, WordPress themes, and plugins. So your website is pretty much a collection of software. Each software is going to carry a different function. What WordPress does for us is that it makes it easy for us to do all of that without having to code everything from the ground up. All right. So before we can understand themes and how WordPress actually makes it easier for us, we're going to take a look at plugins. I am going to grab my smartphone so you can have a visual representative. Hold on. All right. So here we are. Now, on this smartphone, we're going to have what's called an app. So we might have, let's say, WhatsApp, YouTube, some music player, some photo player, might have Photoshop on it for some reason. Whatever app you have on your phone basically makes your phone more functionable, meaning that you add features and functions to your phone. It can do a lot more things. A plugin is going to be the same thing when it comes to your WordPress website. A plugin is basically going to be a bit of software that you add, much like an application or an app, that is going to add a function to your website. That's all it is. So if you want to have live chat, you might add WhatsApp, you might add something for displaying video galleries, stuff like that. All right. Now, how do you add and remove plugins and like how do you actually work with plugins? You're going to go back to the dashboard right here. Let's go to dashboard. Or if you're here, you can just hover over and click on dashboard. On dashboard, you're going to go to plugins, install plugins, and you're going to notice something. On your dashboard, you're not going to see WP server security, anti-spam, and malware scan because we installed this. I installed this before the start of the tutorial. But what you are going to see, you might see Akismet, you might see Hello Dolly, you might see some other plugin. To add and remove a plugin is very easy. And before I even get there, just take a look at WP Server. It says here, security, anti-spam, malware. So this is just protecting the website. This is a plugin that adds security to the website. Underrated, but very important. All right. So how do you add plugins? Well, to add a plugin, you can go to plugins, add new plugin here, or on this screen, you can just go to add new plugin. Let's just go ahead and take a look at so in a cleaner's website, you might want to do some form of scheduling. So someone can come in and they can schedule a cleaning. Let's go for a calendar. And I think I'll show you in this tutorial how to actually add that feature. We've done a tutorial on that already. Just go ahead and type calendar. And here we have booking calendar. You can go ahead and install the booking calendar. All right. Amelia is pretty good, by the way, guys. Amelia, I know about Amelia. Anyway, go on. It says the WP booking calendar. After you've installed, you're going to have to activate it. Having activated it, then you can start using the plugin. It says booking calendar. You can add a booking, availability, stuff like that. All right, that's good. So to remove the plugin, let's say you don't use the plugin anymore, and this is a security tip, guys. If there's a plugin on your website or a theme that you're not using, it's best for you to delete it. Why is that? Whenever the plugin gets outdated, like it's not updated, or if there's a bug, or there's a bug or some security vulnerability that happens from time to time, you're going to want to be able to protect yourself from that. And the best way to protect yourself is to not have the plugin on your website. So if you're not using a plugin, delete it and always update your plugins. Anyway, to delete a plugin, you're going to go to plugins, install the plugins. You'll see a list of all your plugins. You're going to first deactivate the plugin that you want to delete, and then you're going to click on delete. And you can click OK. If you want to do bulk action, you just click right here, uncheck WP server because I don't want to remove that. I'm going to go to bulk actions, delete, and apply. Now that we've learned about plugins, let's take a look at themes. Now, what are themes? Now, I mentioned that plugins are like apps on the phone. Themes are a lot like the operating system on your phone. You can have an iPhone with iOS, you can have an Android, like I have right here with Android operating system, whatever it is. And what you're going to notice is that different themes are going to make your website look different. I'm going to show you that. So right here, we have the 2025 theme activated. And depending on when you watch this video, you might have the 2026, 2027, or even 2030 theme, depending on when you're watching this. To change this theme or even look at how your website would look with different themes, you can go back to your dashboard and you can go to appearance and themes. All right. Under themes, you're going to see a list of themes. Anything that listed 2020 something, those are from the WordPress core team. They're actually WordPress themes from the WordPress. So WordPress is open source, but there is a company that maintains WordPress. I think they're called Automatic. They are from Automatic, and these are very stable themes. So we activated the 2025 theme. We can take a look at what the 2024 theme would look like. I just go into live preview and open here. And with the 2024 theme, this is how our website will look. It's a lot different from what we have here, but it's still nothing too exciting, nothing to write home about. All right, then, so we're going to make this website beautiful. To add and remove themes, beautiful. Go back to themes, so you go to dashboard and appearance and themes. You can just delete the 2023 theme. We don't need that one. Just go ahead and delete. Delete the 2024 theme. We don't need that. Go ahead and delete. You must. So this is interesting. You don't have to have a plugin installed on your website, but you're always going to need a theme installed. All right. That's fine. Because the theme dictates the structure of your website and how it looks and its appearance. So it's very important. All right. Now that we've removed all the themes that we don't want, here what we're going to do, we're going to add new theme. We're going to search for the Kadence themes. Right here, we have 7,327 themes available. I'm not going to use any one of these. Under popular, we're going to scroll all the way down and we see Kadence right here. We have also done a few tutorials with Astra. We've done some with Bloxy. Bloxy is right here. I haven't used the Nave theme, but I've heard of it. And I've used Hello Elementor. So we're going to use a Kadence theme. If you don't see Kadence here, just go to search themes and type Kadence. It's right here now. Go ahead and install. All right. After we install, we're going to go ahead and activate. All right. Now our theme is activated. But here's something interesting. When we did the 2025 theme, this is how we started and the website appeared. But the theme changed, so the look of our website should change, right? That's what we said. So I'm just going to go ahead and duplicate this and take a look. And this is how the website looks. So it looks like this before, and now it looks like this. And the interesting thing, these pages were added because we added the booking plugin just now, the calendar plugin just now. So I'm going to delete these pages soon. So the website looks fine as it is, which is nice, but it's still not as beautiful as what we saw in the intro and why you've watched this video. So let's make that happen in the next 2 minutes. To make that happen, you're going to go back to your dashboard, right? So if you're here, go to dashboard, or if you're here, you're here. You're going to click on Install AI Starter Templates if you see this message. All right. And if you don't see this message, so I'm going to assume. So if you see this message, click Install AI Starter Templates. All right. That's the next step. But if you don't see this message, which is what I'm going to simulate right here, you don't see the message, you're going to go to plugins and you're going to add new plugin. Under the plugins, you're going to search for Kadence. All right. Here we go. And here we have Kadence. Now we have a few plugins by Kadence. We're not going to use any one of these. The one we're going to use is the AI Power Starter Templates by Kadence. Just go ahead and click install now. After installing, we're going to go ahead and activate. All right, now that's done. We're going to go to Appearance, Kadence, Starter Templates, and let's just click on that right there. We're going to use the classic starter templates. And what we're looking for is the free versions. So we're only using the free ones. And we're looking for the cleaning. And it's right here. We didn't even have to scroll. Now, you can use any one of these that you see and you like, of course. There is no problem with that. The tutorial is going to be very similar. You can use any one of these that you like. But for this build, I'm going to be using a cleaning service. Now, you guys are free to go ahead and use anything that you want. You can also check out our other tutorials just to get an idea of how to build these websites. There's a lot happening here. Just gonna go ahead and click on the cleaning service. I'm not gonna change too much here, but I can show you how it works. If you click here, the colors are gonna change as you notice. All right, and we have a section coming up where we talk about all that stuff. But I do like the default that we have working with. All right, so we can just click clear selection and it takes us back to what we had. All right, just clear selection. You can also go to fonts and you can change the fonts. I mean, I like what we have here. The fonts that we have is pretty much nice as it is. Like, I don't have a problem with the fonts that we've showed that they have chosen for this template. It's pretty good. So we're just gonna clear selection as well. And we're gonna clear selection as well. Gonna go to next. Everything is as it should be. Go to next. We're not gonna install anything here, but I will tell you that WooCommerce makes you sell stuff on your website. We've done WooCommerce and e-commerce or selling stuff on your website tutorials. We have done solid security. So we're going to do that in the later part of this tutorial when we're protecting the website. WooCommerce email designer, that's actually a pretty cool one. So we'll get there. But for now, just go ahead, finish and launch and start import. All right, now we're going to go to see my site as the installation has been a success. So this is what we started off with, 2025 theme. We quickly got here when we installed the Kadence theme, and now this is our website. This is actually your website, guys. Beautiful. This is amazing. Congratulations, by the way. So this is your website, and I love it. I absolutely love it. It's amazing. I like it, and I think you guys would love this too. Like, this is amazing, guys. This is absolutely amazing. Like, this is so beautiful. It makes me want to start a cleaning business. I know nothing about cleaning. All right, then. So this is wonderful. I love what's happening right here. I think you love it as well. So what is the next step? So we have a beautiful website. Congratulations, you guys have done well. The next thing that I'm actually going to do is we're first going to do what's called under construction page. And why do we do that? You see, this is the website that we have now, but it's not your business name, not your colors, not your pictures, not your contact information. It's just a template. We're going to need to learn to edit the template. But before we edit the template, we're going to need to prevent just casual website visitors from seeing it. That way, there is no confusion. So someone who knows your business, they come here and they see this, you're like, oh, I don't think it's the right place. We don't want to do that, right? So we're going to put up a under construction page that's going to prevent that problem. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to just learn to protect your website, because you don't want to start building, spend a lot of time building, and then after you've built, the website is hacked or there's malware or there's something wrong with it that you have to start over again, which can happen. So we're going to secure the website. After we've secured the website, we're going to learn how to edit parts of the website. So we're going to learn to change the logo, which is right here. We're going to learn to change this blue W icon to your actual logo, which is called a site icon. We're going to learn to edit the header and this button right here. And I like the curve on this button. I'll show you how to do it. All right, so we're going to learn how to edit that one. And we're going to learn also how to edit the footer, which is right here as well. And we're also going to learn how to change the colors. Now, we're doing the colors just now, but we're going to learn some marketing, which is our branding. Brand is going to be important for how our business is perceived and the prices we can charge and everything like that. So we're going to learn a bit of branding, which is going to be really amazing. So colors and typography. Then we're going to learn how to change all the content on this website, how to edit the different parts of the website that our visitors see. And last but not least, I think that we might we can show you how to schedule. So to add a calendar so they can schedule a cleaning, we can show you how to do that. But for now, let's just go with under construction. But before we go to under construction, we're going to delete those pages that were added because of the plugin that we added, those calendar pages. So we're going to go to dashboard. All right, on the dashboard, we're going to go to pages, all pages. And I think this is the page. All right, so appointment. No, that's not it. Or booking form. So these two pages, you can just right click on view. You're going to notice that they don't work. All right, it doesn't work. And it doesn't work. All right, so it's going to delete those so we can bulk select and move to trash and apply. All right, good. Now we're going to go to plugins, add new plugins. We're going to search for construction and we're going to install under construction. Go ahead and activate. All right, now we're going to go to under construction. go to settings, all right? And if you go right here and visit site, you're going to notice that it's still not working. You can still go ahead and copy this URL and share with your friends. So it's not working yet. So I'm going to go ahead and close, go ahead and dismiss. We're going to select one of these templates right here to use. All right. So I think this is good. People at work. That's nice. Just go ahead and click activate. After we've activated, believe it or not, it's still not working. And there's a really simple reason why. We've activated one of these themes or looks, but we haven't activated the plugin to start working. You notice that there's a red right here, so just hover over on the construction and go to on. All right, and then view incognito, and there we go. You can't see. So here's the interesting thing. Let us say that you're a developer. And as a developer, you need to share the work that you have been doing with your client. A few ways that you can go about this, and there's one way I like, one way I don't like. The way that I like, whenever you want to have your client take a look, you just go ahead and turn it off, and then now they can view the site. All right, that's nice, but that's not. It's not as convenient because they can't view whenever they want. But at the same time, it's a little bit, it's safe. It's the safest way. The second way is that you just go to users and add new user and create an account. So username, email, and password. You can generate a password. All right. And you make them an administrator. And I'm going to show you how this works because even though under construction is on, so I'm going to turn it on. All right. And if we go to view the website, we can't view the website. But if we view it while we're logged in, so it's not incognito, it says that we are on a construction mode is enabled, but we are whitelisted. And whitelisted just means that we're one of those safe people that can see the website. All right, sorry about that for notification. Right, but here's the interesting thing. If you make your client the admin of the website, they can delete your account and take the website for themselves and potentially not pay you, and that would screw you over. So that's why I don't like this method. The best method I would say is to just go ahead and turn on and turn off whenever the time comes. All right. So be careful with who you give admin access to your website, guys. It can be very dangerous. Anyway, now that we've gone through the under construction part of this tutorial, next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to plugins and we are going to add new plugin. We are going to go to the security section of this tutorial. We're going to install some plugins. Just go to search plugins and type security. All right. The first one we're going to install is Really Simple Security. Go ahead and install. We are going to also install Sucuri, which is amazing. And we're going to install Solid Security. After we've installed these three, we're going to go to search and we're going to search for UpdraftPlus. All right, just type UpdraftPlus, one word. We're going to install UpdraftPlus and then we are good. Now we're going to start securing our website. Now here's the interesting thing. This security stack is overkill, I know, but I've never had a website hacked that I've used this stack on. So it's reliable. Before you start, keep in mind that at some point during this section of the tutorial, you're going to be logged out of your website, as security protocols are added and updated and the like. So what it will be beneficial for you to do is to go to users and profile. Go ahead and copy the admin login. The admin login is normally this bit right here, right? ZeilhanTutorials.co.uk admin. That's normally the admin login area. All right. After you have done that, what you want to do is you also want to save your nickname or your username. You want to save your username and you want to grab your password. Let's say you don't remember your password. You can set a new password, copy it and paste it and save it somewhere. All right. And then you can go ahead and update your profile. So yes, you can go ahead and save your login information so that if you're logged out, and well, when you're logged out, you're going to see you can log back in. After you've done that, we're just going to go back to our plugins, install plugins, and we are going to start with Real Simple Security. Let's go ahead and activate Real Simple Security. This is going to help you with SSL, which is very important. You can select your host here. We use Cloudways in this tutorial. I also have Liquid Web, which I like Liquid Web, so you can go ahead and select your host. It's interesting that I don't see name here or here though, guys. That's one of those yeah. So we don't see name here. When you can select your host, we're using Cloudways in this tutorial, and you can click Activate SSL. Go ahead and accept this login, opt-in, because that is just going to help you to learn more about securing your website and the like, especially if you don't have someone managing your website for you. All right, just go ahead and save and continue. Enable all of these. I'm not going to install these. I'm going to skip, but you can install them. They can be very helpful. But I'm going to go ahead and skip, and we're going to finish. And that's that. That's pretty good as it is. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to plugins, install plugins, and we're going to activate Sucuri. Go ahead and activate. After activating, we're going to go to Sucuri, and we're going to go to settings. Under settings, we're going to go to hardening. Enable website firewall protection. This is a tricky one. If you enable website firewall protection, what you're going to notice happen is that you're going to need a premium license. So my clients and my website enjoy this because I do have an agreement with Sucuri regarding this. So you can go ahead and get your premium license. To get a premium license, actually, let's go to right here and open a new tab, and you can start a chat. All right, chat now. And when you start a chat, you can ask for Stephen Johnston. So his name is going to appear down below. Tell him that it's Jabez from Zeilhan. He'll take care of you. Wonderful guy. I've been working with him for years. Absolutely amazing person. All right. After that's done, you can go ahead and do hardening and all these options. Do the automatic secret keys updater last. All right. So just apply hardening, and we're done. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to plugins again and install plugins. Solid security. Go ahead and activate that. Perhaps going to be logged out at this time. We don't know. Go to settings. And we're logged out like I suspected. Just go ahead and log back in. All right, so here we are, Solid Security. Yes, we can allow and continue. I've been using Solid Security on one of my clients' website for the past, let's see, from 2019 or 2018 actually. I think it's 2019, that's 6 years. Never been hacked, not even once. Back then they were called iThemes Security. All right, so they've changed a bit. They had yellow and blue for their color, I believe, or just yellow. Now they're purple, Solid Security. They were bought by another company, but still wonderful plugin. All right, we are going to say this is a blog, no, a brochure, simple website to promote our business. All right, you can scan your site. I'm not going to scan mine because I already have another plugin installed. That's not going to allow it. All right, but you can scan your site after your site scan is complete. You can go to the next step. We activate network brute force. So I don't think we have networks that's going to be activated during this tutorial, but for safekeeping in the future, just in case you get excited and adventurous and you actually do a network, then we're going to have it activated already. Go ahead and continue. We're going to require strong passwords and refuse compromised passwords, meaning that your passwords have to be good. And if there's a password that's not good, you can't use it. Very good. It also means that if you're going to use a password that was breached already, then you can't use that as well, which is very good. Allow two-factor if you want. I'm not going to allow it simply because this is a tutorial for your website. You might want to activate that. Go ahead and continue. This is my own website. Enable Security Check Pro. Go next. We are going to authorize my IP address, which is here at the moment. And you can check your IP and all of that. That's good. I'm going to go next. I'm not going to activate two-factor authentication, like I said, simply because this is a tutorial, but it's something useful that you might want to have on your website. Utilities is good. Security Check Pro. Going to keep site check. You can schedule a site scan. I like to do that. And our firewall, everything is okay. Just go ahead and go with next. I'm going to use the default user groups. No need to worry about what that is. Just use everything as is. Continue next. And we're going to complete setup by having all the recipients, all administrators get notifications and complete setup. All right, that is good. Let's just wait for this. The dashboard for this plugin is really beautiful, guys. I love it. All right, there we go. So the dashboard is good. The installation is good. Sorry. Let's just go to the dashboard. This is our dashboard. Everything here is beautiful. You can go around, familiarize yourself with this plugin and its different features right here. We're just going to move on with the tutorial. We're going to go back to plugins, install plugins. We are going to use UpdraftPlus. Let's go ahead and activate that one. After activating, we're going to press here to start. We are going to close right here. I'm going to go to settings, and under settings, we're going to schedule every day. All right, so both for every day, and we're going to keep 28 backups. That's going to be about a month of backups. All right, that's what you guys are going to use. But because this is a tutorial, I'm not going to save that many versions. All right, so what I am going to use a different setting, but don't use that setting. This is just because it's a tutorial. So I'm going to use manual, and I'm going to save 2 backups. All right, simply because it's that. What this does for you is keeps a version of your website. So if you do something yesterday and you want to reverse it today, you can just load yesterday's version before you made a change. Or if there was a hack, like if there was a hack on your website, this can also help you with that. We're going to click on Google Drive because that's where we're going to save, and we are going to save changes. Now we need to sign in with Google. All right, that's good. Now we're going to complete setup. All right, there we go. There we go. Back up now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to back up now. Go ahead and back up now. All right, now we're going to close. And that's good. Now you're going to have a list of different backups right here, right? That you're going to want to keep these close because, like I said, you can just go back. If you want to go back, just click on this and click restore. Select all of these and then go to next. All right, that's what you can do. You can restore from a previous day. All right, so that's that for the security section. Let's just visit site and close all these other tabs, and that's good. So now we're going to go to the editing the website part of the tutorial. We're going to change the logo, change the site icon, edit the header, learn a bit about this button, edit the footer, learn about the colors and typography, and then we're going to edit the template. So let's go ahead and edit the header. Just go to customize if you're here. But if you're on the dashboard, you can go back to the dashboard and go to appearance and customize yet again. All right, now we're going to go to site identity, site icon. Let's click on that. We're going to upload our logo file. All right, let's go ahead and upload. All right, move myself out of the way. A little bit smaller. All right, we're going to use this one, white one. That's fine, I guess. And crop image or not. All right, go ahead and publish those changes. Now we need to change the logo. 2 ways we can do that. We can click on site title and logo control, and here we find a logo. Or what we can do is we can just hover over this. We can go to header actually, and go to logo, and we can change the logo. Or what we can do is from here, anywhere literally, we can hover over the logo and just click on the pencil, and we get to the logo. So 3 different ways. The easiest one is just hovering over whatever element that is that you want to edit, and just click on the pencil. All right, we're going to change the logo. Just go ahead and select the logo. Let's see if the purple one works well. I'm not so certain. We're going to skip cropping. The purple one actually fits in nicely. We can go with the logo and the title, which is that, or we can go to logo, title, and the tagline. We can change the look, design, and all these things. It's actually pretty cool if you ask me. And all right, but I'm not going to use. I'm just going to use logo only, and that's good. I don't want it to be too big. All right, that's good. Just go ahead and publish these changes, and that's it for the logo. Very nice. Now, what we can do is we can just quickly go ahead and learn how to edit the header. Like I was saying, you can just hover over anything that you want to edit, but there's something else that I also need to show you. So we have 3 columns here, or 3 rows, all right? 3 rows with each having 3 columns. We have a button. Now, this main row is what you're seeing right here. If you were to move the button to the top row, then that goes right there. And you can move the navigation to the middle of the bottom row, all right? And now this would be our header. Not very beautiful at all, but it's our header, ugly or not, right? So we're just gonna move back like this and move back like that. Go on. And there we go. All right, you can add elements. So let's go back and available items. We can add social above. So you can add elements. Click on social, just click the gear icon right here. If you want to edit, you can add a social. We're on YouTube, guys. Go ahead and hit subscribe. Thank you, guys. Yet again, we hit 1,000 subscribers. Oh, I'm so amazed. Thank you so much. So we can go ahead and add YouTube. It doesn't seem to be. Oh, there it is. It's not in alphabetical order, but we found YouTube, most important, and we're gonna put that right there. You can go ahead and let's see if we can add a link. Can we? Yeah, we should be able to add a link. Let me just show you how to do that. Set social links. Just click right here, and you can add the YouTube link. You can add the LinkedIn link, and you can add the WordPress link, and so on and so forth. All right, that's good. So that's it. You can change the look of these icons. Let's go to design. And we're going to take a look at colors and typography very soon, guys. So you don't need to do too much right now. And the reason why I like to do it this way is because you're going to notice that, let's say we want to put a set of colors here. If we don't have our global colors set, then we're just going to be going all over. And in the end, our website will look a bit messy. But if we have our global colors and our global font set, then we can just select from the palette and everything's fine, right? All right, then. So we can change our colors. Not going to do too much. All right, so that's nice. And the background color, we can do that. Or we can make it transparent. All right. All right, we can change the logo color to that, which actually looks pretty amazing if you ask me. And then now we're going to change the hover. So when we hover, we're going to use something a little bit lighter. And we can potentially use a white in the background. Wait, that's not white, is it? Yeah, that is white. And there we go. I want to change the border radius to about a 10 because you can't see it now. I'm going to change it to black so you can see it. You want it to be a little bit rounder, so I think the border radius need to be 25 to make it round, right? All right, that's good. Change this back to white. You're not going to see it too much. We perhaps could use this color or this color. Yeah, this is a little bit more standoutish. That's good. And I like this color palette, guys. It's so calm and beautiful, especially for a cleaning service. So that's it for the header. And like I said, you can add more elements to the header if you would like. You can add a search icon. I wouldn't trouble myself too much with all these things. I'll just leave it as is. That's good. You can change. Well, we've learned a lot. Right? It's pretty amazing as it is. And you can design. All right, so you can click here, click on design, change the background to. Let me just publish these changes, guys. So the main row background went transparent. That's ugly. Ugly. All right. So we have a lot going on here. Very beautiful. We can activate a sticky header. So let me show you what a sticky header is. Whenever you scroll, the header is gone. All right. But a sticky header is when you go to yes, only main row, and we're going to enable shrinking. We're going to shrink it 75 pixels. And we can use a different logo for the sticky header. It's going to use the black and white logo, the black logo. And there we go. So now when we scroll, you notice that it changes, right? And you go up and it changes, which is beautiful. So now we go back to design. Sorry. Let's click on this row right here. Go back to design, main row background. There we go. And now we can do that. All right, that's good. We can go back just to make the sticky header a little bit smaller. Yeah. That's good. That's good. And we can publish these changes, which is nice. I like sticky headers. I don't know if it's an old design concept or not, but it works for me, and I'm going to run with it. All right, we're going to scroll all the way to the bottom. All right, all the way to the end of the website. I think it just makes navigation easier because no matter where we are on the website, we can just navigate to a different part of the website. We don't have to scroll all the way back to the top if we want to change page. But anyway, that's just me. That's my fancy. If you don't like it, that's a beautiful thing. I've taught you well. You can do it as you like. No problem with that. In the footer, I'm going to do the same thing. All right, so you can just click a pencil right here. Notice we have the same thing with the footer. We have 3 rows, and each row has three rows and 2 columns so far. You can change the layout as it says right here, how many columns in each of them. All right. So we're going to click on the copyright pencil right here. And it says copyright year, site title, theme credit. We're going to delete theme credit. And we're going to say website by a website tutorial by Zeilhan. Go back and put in a new line. That's good. We're going to add a link. All right. Zeilhan.com. And we're going to open a new tab and update. We're going to go to design and link style, no underline. That's good. And the link color is, I'm going to make the link color a very dark blue. And when you hover over it, you're going to get this light blue, which is amazing. Well, I don't think that's going to work. So I'm going to change the default color to that. And then when you hover over it, it gets a little bit brighter. All right. And for the link, I'm going to make it bold. So you can just highlight and click on B. All right. And that's good. Publish changes. We're going to change the logo here again. So just replace, open library. And we're going to just use the colored logo like we've been using. Now we can change the size. I know this is nasty. It's taking up too much space. You can just do that. All right, that is good. And we're going to edit social icons here. We're going to add YouTube and make YouTube the first one. And this is our navigation. That is good. That is good. I think we are done. All right, so go ahead and publish. And that's it for the footer, guys. It's actually pretty amazing. I like what we've done here. So now we can just click on home. And then take us all the way to the top of the website. And we have a beautiful website, guys. I love what's happening here. I just love web development and design. It's just so beautiful. UX design, coding, WordPress, all the good stuff. Love this stuff, guys. Love it, love it, love it. All right. So we have some liftoff. All right. We have some liftoff. We're going somewhere. We are getting things done. The next thing we're going to look at is our global colors and fonts and so on. All right, guys, the next thing we're going to learn about quickly is colors and fonts. And this is just a combination of what's called your branding kit. And it's important. So what is a branding kit? Why is branding important and all of that good stuff? Well, like we've been saying as we continue this tutorial, it's important that whenever you build your website, you're going to be getting website visitors and your visitors become clients, right? Currently, you have a color palette and you have some fonts and it's really nice. But the combination of these colors and fonts or typography and the tone in which you speak and everything and the like, everything that makes up the personality of your company, the thing that separates an Apple from a Samsung or a Toyota from a Nissan. Toyota and Nissan sell identical vehicles at identical prices, but they're very different companies. You feel different about them. It's the same thing with Nike and Adidas. Those are what we could call the brand identity of these companies. All right, we're going to do the same thing here. Not in as much detail because that takes a lot of research and a lot of marketing. That's not something we can do in 1 hour, but we're going to learn the basics. All right, so first part of branding is our colors now. Colors are important because it's going to change the way we feel about the business or the brand and the website. And here's what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to the global colors. I'm going to change the colors. And from there, you're going to notice that different color palettes are going to emit a different emotion on you. And the fact of the matter is that this is what's called color psychology. And it literally means that different colors let you feel different emotions. Color psychology. All right, let's go. We're gonna go to colors and fonts, go to colors, and we have a palette right here. I'm not gonna save these changes, so I don't need to get too fancy. We're going to go to color palettes right here, and we're just gonna change to this red and orange, right? And notice how the website changes. Notice immediately you feel a little bit different inside when you're viewing this website, right? Notice you feel a whole lot different, mind you. And that's it for that color. So we're going to select another color. While we're at it, this green should be good. Different feeling, completely different feeling and look. Different feeling, completely different feeling, mind you. Not so good a feeling as before. And this is more of a dark mode kind of theme. And I like this. This isn't so bad. So we could make a dark mode website in the future. And what we could also do is we could add a dark mode feature to our website tutorials. So that's something we look forward to in the future. And I believe this is what we had before. Yeah, I think so. And this is also something that we can consider. And that's it for your color psychology. But we're going to go a little bit deeper. Which color should you use for your brand? Well, we're going to go to Google and we're going to search color psychology. Right here, it says that color psychology is a study of how colors affect people's emotions, perceptions, and behaviors. All right. And we've already looked at that. It says in marketing, the color can impact how consumers perceive a brand and whether they'll buy something, which is true. And it gives us some color associations, color combinations, and color context. The context being that the context in which a color is used can impact how it's perceived. The combination is different colors come together to give you different feelings, and the associations that are new, certain colors associate with certain feelings such as warmth, coolness, or energy. And you definitely felt that with this website template. As you notice, you're feeling a bit warm now, definitely feeling a little bit cool right now. So what you can do is you can go to images, and this will help you decide which colors you should use for your brand. And click on this one right here from Help Scout, I believe. And what it's going to do for you, you're going to notice real quickly that the reds, the oranges, and the yellows, these colors tend to have a lot of food brands. So a lot of the food brands, most of them, not all, most of them are going to have one or a combination of one of these three colors. The tech companies tend to be blue. High class luxury brand tend to have balance, which is mostly black, whites, and grays. Earth colors, earth conscious colors, earth conscious companies, green companies, they tend to have green. And I've noticed that a lot of the EV companies and EV brands, so like Toyota hybrids, for example, they tend to have some form of a light blue, which I think comes to trust. And you can use this to really come up with an idea of which colors you want to use for your company. It's really, really very awesome. But after you've done this, here's where you're going to go. You're going to go to coolors.co. On coolors.co, you're going to go to explore trending palettes. You can start a generator, but I won't do that here because it can cause seizures and epilepsy and epileptic shocks, or I think that's what it said. And I don't know who's watching. I want to be mindful of your health. But on coolors.co, trending palettes, you can get a combination of different color palettes. Here's a really nice blue right here. What you can do is, I'm just gonna, I think this brings us back, of course. And I don't know where that green is coming from. But we can click right here and we can paste and notice that the blue changes. And wow, I can't believe I actually like this blue a little bit more. And then now we have a lighter blue right here. And click right here. And it's actually pretty cool as it is. And there we go. All right, and there we go. And we have a lighter blue right here as well. We have some colors here. We're not going to change those. And the like and the like. And that's how you can go ahead and add your color palette. It's the same thing if you're going to use this red or this dark. These are all blues, actually, believe it or not. And this blue. I love blues. For some reason, it's just really calm and peaceful. I could go with that right now. So that's it for our colors. Once you have selected your colors, you can also scroll down. So I noticed that the button here is green, but I don't think they're using that from the color palette because we don't have any greens in our color palette. So this is something I'm going to have to take a look at once we start designing the actual website. All right. The next thing that we have to look at is fonts and typography. Now, on our typography, matter of fact, let me check our button to see if the color for the button is there. It is not. All right, then. On typography, our typography and our fonts, they influence how people feel about our brand as well. And the thing that I wanted to notice, let's go to Apple's website, which is going to be pretty amazing. Apple.com. All right, on Apple's website, black, gray, gray, white, white, black, gray. All right, this is a premium brand, like we said, premium luxury brand, and you can see it showing in the design. It feels luxury. It doesn't feel low quality, even though they're using very neutral colors, as they might put it. But the design is absolutely beautiful. The thing that I wanted to notice though is that the fonts really just match what they're doing. And this is because they've put a lot of work, the UX designers and the website designers and the different design teams that they have at Apple, they've done a really masterful job at putting together a splendid website. However, what I want you guys to notice is that they have a different font. Now you can go to this F right here, and it's telling you that's SF Pro Display. And I don't think that this is a font that you can get. I think Apple made this font for their brand. But what I want you to notice is that they have different fonts. All right, so I'm going to close this. If you want this Chrome extension, just go to Google Chrome and type what font, and it's going to be right here, what font extension. And if you're on the website, right, and you want to figure out what color is being used, you can click on this eyedrop right here, color picker, and it's going to give you the hex code for the color that is being used. All right, to get that Chrome extension, so let me just close it, that Chrome extension for the color, you can just go to, I believe it's called Colorzilla. All right, you can go to Colorzilla and get that Chrome extension. But we're going to move from Apple to Samsung's website, and you're going to notice that they look different. They actually look like more of an electronics brand or company versus Apple that looks more like a premium. It doesn't even say tech, actually, it just says premium and it feels comfortable. Samsung is giving us that retailer electronics vibe. No, I'm not going to ramble on too much because this is a small part of the tutorial, but I'm pretty sure you get the idea. If you want to get fonts for your website, you can literally go to typography that we see right here. We have system default right here. You can go ahead and notice that this is the font. Let's click right here, and you can use different combinations of different fonts. All right. So I don't see it changing. All right, I'll go back now. All right, now so we double click on it and it will change. And you can go ahead and choose the font. And the thing about it, guys, you might like one font over the other. You can just go ahead and change it right here. Let's say you want to change it to Nunito instead. And let's go and change it to Nunito. And there you go. So you can see different fonts that are being used, always two fonts. Keep it like that, otherwise your website could become slow. And very beautiful what they've done right here. But this blue is a little bit too strong, so I'm going to go back to what we had originally. And that's it for your colors, typography, your branding, and the like. While we're here, what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm just going to go ahead and close this right here. I like what's happening there. This green works well with this blue. This is a very peaceful color. I like it. Let's keep it as it is. What we're going to do is we're just going to learn how to edit this website template. All right, guys. Once you've learned how to edit the website template, then we can go ahead. Let me just close these other tabs. Then we can go ahead and wrap up the tutorial. So we're pretty much almost there. The most important part is coming up where we're going to edit the website template. All right, guys, let's get going. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and edit this website real quick. So let's go ahead and click edit page at the top on any page of the website. We're just going to start with the home page because that's like the biggest page and perhaps the most important one at this stage. All right, then. So the thing that we need to understand with building website with WordPress is that it's very easy to build a website. All right. What's not easy is building a website that's going to make your business money. But we can't worry about that later because we've been learning about that. So let's learn how to edit this template. What we're seeing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this button right here. And it's going to bring up this page. And normally, whenever you're building a website, just right click anywhere on the page and go to inspect. And move myself out of the way just a bit. And so if we click right, if you hover over the code, you're going to see different sections of the website highlighted. And it's basically saying that everything that you're seeing that is highlighted is written in the code right here. Now, this isn't the entire code because this is just a small part of it. But the reason why I show you this is because this is how you normally have to build a website. You have to write a lot of code and then hope, or well, assume that is going to be displayed properly. Go ahead and take a look at the final result. Then go ahead and edit that final result, edit the code that you have, and then keep on iterating until you have the result that you want. All right, so that's how you normally build websites. Today, we don't do that anymore. So just click the X right there. Today, if we want to edit this website, we simply go, well, from here, we click edit page, and we can go ahead and say WordPress tutorial for a cleaning business. All right, so it says free WordPress tutorial for cleaning businesses. All right, and what we're going to do, we're just going to go ahead and save. After it's saved, we're going to go back to this page and update, and you see the change right here. And the reason why I show you that is that it's very easy, and it's that easy actually to go ahead and edit this page. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to head back over here. We're just going to click right here. All right, let me just reduce the size of me because I'm not too important at this stage. All right, we're going to click right here on the text that we just edited, and we're going to click this button right here, and we're going to learn size, so we can reduce the size if we'd like. All right, we can use a pre-designed size right here. All right, we can change the line height. So if we take a look at the pixels, you notice that the line height is a bit much, so you can make it smaller. We can reduce the size just a bit to take up 3 lines. Let's just see how that goes. All right, there we go. And line height is a bit much at this time. Let's do that. And there we go. So that's how you can edit this element. Now, I'm going to go ahead and save these changes. All right. The next thing that you're going to notice that is very easy for you to do is to edit anywhere on this template. Like literally anything that you want to edit, you just click on it, click on this icon right here, or this button right here. It's going to bring up this option area, and you can go ahead and make some changes. Same thing here, same thing here, same thing here. What are these things that we're editing? Well, these things that we're editing are called widgets. And as you would notice, there are different widgets. So this is clearly a picture, right? So if you click on this and you click on the block right here, like we said, you can go to general, you can edit the image. So I'm not going to save any of these changes afterwards, but no, I'm not going to save them, but I do want to see what's happened. So you can click on edit image. You can bring something else there. All right. Let's just put this one right there. All right. Notice the image has changed. You can click and change to something else. You can click and change to something else, which is what we had before. And it's the same thing with this image. You can do the same. You can also take a look at the size. You can change it to a different size if you'd like. All right. And the reason why this is important is because these are just the general options. All these widgets are going to have a general option. They're going to have a style option. The style option affects how they appear. So remember in the previous part of this tutorial, I was saying that I don't particularly understand where this green is coming from because it wasn't a theme color that we were setting in the global color section of the branding and marketing and the like. But Right now we can click on it right here. We can see the background color. And you know the interesting thing, when you hover over it, you notice it gets light. You can also take a look at the hover, all under the style tab, and you can change the color, which is pretty amazing. Now I'm not gonna save these changes so I can be a little bit more adventurous. All right, so that's that. And here's the, oh wait, there we go. And once we hover, it's gonna get pretty light. So we might not want it to be that light when we hover. So we're gonna just bring it right there. All right. And notice that it's going to be very similar. But I like what we've had before, so I'm not going to do too many changes. Now, as I was saying, you can go ahead and edit any one of these widgets. Just click on the area where it is, and all the options are going to be there. Advanced options. So in the advanced options, you're going to see margin and padding. Very simple. I'm going to just say that every element is going to have a border, an invisible border for the space that it occupies, right? The thing about margin and padding, you can think about the border as being like the bones in your body, right? So the bones in the skeleton is the skeletal system of the body. That's the margin. Now, what the margin is going to do is that if you increase the margin of your skeletal system, then the bone itself is going to remain the same size, but the area around the bone, which is like the muscles or the meat or whatever you call it, meat is a strange word for a human, but we go on, that is going to increase. That's the margin, the space around the element on the outside. But remember, like I said, you have the bone, and inside of the bone, there's some space. That is called the padding. And it's the same thing here. If you look at this area, you're going to see a blue outline, all right? And the blue outline here is pretty much like the bone. So the space within this bone is going to be the padding. Or the space within this border is going to be the padding. You can take a look at that by clicking on the top. And once you, oh wait, I'm not clicking, I haven't clicked on this area. Go right here. All right, now we can go right here. You're going to notice that the space is increasing at the top on the inside. All right, then. But we still have the margin, which is a space outside, like I was saying. You can go ahead and increase the margin on the top as well. Just click right here. And you notice that the space, so I was pointing at the screen thinking you're looking at the screen as I am, sorry. So you notice that the space outside this element is increasing. This is right here where the mouse is, as the margin increases. And that's it for margin and padding. We do have a video on our YouTube that explains margin and padding with a bit more examples. And it's perhaps a lot easier to understand, but it's not that hard. So we understand the elements on the page and how to edit them. Just click on it. You can type anything that you want. You can change the way that it looks by going to style. You can change the general options on the general, and you can change its spacing and the like under advanced. And by doing this, what you notice is that you pretty much can edit anywhere on a template. But here's the next part of this tutorial. What happens when you want to add contents, all right? Let's say you want to add a header to your page and you want to give some text or something to that part, or you want to create a section or something of the sort. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to hover around the page. Wait, let me just click right here. You're going to hover around the page. And let's say you want to add it here. You're going to go right here to the plus. You're going to click plus, and you're going to see cadence blocks. Now, like I said, all these elements on the page are widgets, and you can just click on them and edit them. You get them right here from the cadence blocks section. And there are a lot of blocks actually, because you have the widgets here, you have the cadence blocks, which are a little bit more advanced and very beautiful, very nice to work with. You have the regular default widgets right here in black. The cadence ones are in blue, by the way, guys, and you can use any one of these. So if you want to add a section, all you need to do is click on the add widget section. You can go to patterns if you like, and this is very interesting because if you go to all, you're going to see different patterns, and you can import the entire thing to your website and just edit it, which is very nice. So let's just bring this one right here, drag and drop. Bring this one right here, just click on it. Notice that it's brought to this area. You can click this arrow and move it downward on the page or upward. All right, that's good. And then now you can close this area, and then you can start editing this section however you want. You can click right here again, and you can Notice that we have row layout and section. This is very beautiful. So just go ahead and drag. So you're gonna click section and just drag and drop it right here. Within each words, within each section, try saying that fast. Within each section, you can drag and drop a widget. All right, and you can drag and drop a widget. Let's just type that right there. You can drag and drop a widget. All right, you can grab the icon list and notice that I just clicked on it, right? I just clicked on the icon list and it got in the space. It didn't have to drag it and drop it. All right. You can use this option to delete and to delete. Then now you can go ahead and edit the item list one, enter space, list two, and say three. Yeah. All right. And that's how you can go about that. Now, remember I said that if you want to edit the widget, you just click on it and then click on this section right here. It's the same thing. You can click on the entire area, all right, and go to advanced and some padding. Let's just do that and notice that's happening. So this is a padding for the item list, all right, guys, and that's just pretty much how you can go ahead and edit, add content to your page. The beautiful thing about this, guys, is that I like that you can have an idea in your mind. As a beginner, you're not familiar with coding, you're not familiar with any of those advanced stuff, but you can just get some hosting, whip up WordPress, watch this tutorial, and get a beautiful website without too much issues. Kadence have beautiful libraries and beautiful templates. We're also very fond of using Blocksy. It's the same thing. You can use a Blocksy theme, and the Elementor page builder works very similarly. And you can also use with Blocksy a similar page builder that looks almost exactly like this, Gutenberg and Greenshift and the like. And that's how you can go ahead and edit your template. You know how to edit the template, you know how to add content to the page, you know how to edit the different content that you add to the page. The next thing that I'm going to teach you about is you need to learn how to get media. All right. So at some point in time, you're going to want to add media content to your website. When you're adding media to your page or to your website, what I don't want you to do, so I'm going to move myself all of the way again, and going to open a tab. Do not go to Google and type this or anything of the sort. All right, so don't do this. All right, go to Google and type professional cleaning services. All right, so there are some companies here in Jamaica, good for them. And then go to images and be like, oh, this looks nice. And you click on this and you right click and you save image. Do not, for the life of your business and the love of your bank account, do that. I'm going to tell you why. As you might have noticed, it says right here that images may be subject to copyright. And if you click right here, it's the same thing. Images may be subject to copyright. And what that means is that if you use this image on your social media or on your website or marketing or anything of the sort, you can get sued. It's possible you can get sued, right? You don't do that. If you go to Google and you must use a Google image, you're gonna go to right here, go to more. Come on. You're gonna go to tools. You're going to usage rights and Creative Commons license. And it says here, even under Creative Commons license, that these are all licensable. So they're still not free, even though we're using Creative Commons. All right. So you want to be careful. What I suggest you do is you go to one of these few websites that I'm going to list right now. And these websites are going to help you to get pictures for your website, or pictures and videos and graphics. You can get Photoshop documents and all the beautiful stuff, or Photoshop files and all the beautiful stuff for your website. So the first one is Pixabay. And on Pixabay, you can get a lot of different pictures, videos, vectors, illustrations, music, sound effects, etc. You can also try Pexels. And here on Pexels, you can get photos and videos. You can also go to FreePic. On FreePic, you can also get a lot of graphics as well. So I just type cleaners. Let's just see what comes up for cleaners. And you can get vectors, illustrations, photos, icons, templates, mockups, fonts, all that good stuff. And you have to select that you want a free version. Then you can go ahead and click right here. The thing about free pay that I don't really like that much is because it still says you have to attribute. So how to attribute, you click on that and it's going to give you the instructions and say, depending on how you're going to use this, then this is the way that you have to give us attribution or give us credit for using this. All right. So you can do that. You get wonderful results here, by the way, guys. Really high quality items, which I love. I just don't like that you have to give attribution. It's like an extra step to the work. You can also go to, so if you want icons, you can go to Icon Scout, and see they have a few different things right here. You can also go to Icon Finder, and that's going to be very helpful for you going forward. And you see, the thing about it is that once you've gotten your image here, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab this one from free pick. I like it. I'm not going to be keeping it in the file, but you can go ahead and do attribution. Once you come here, you don't want to download the biggest image. On WordPress, I think the standard size is 1280 by 800 pixels. Anything over that is overkill. The difference between a 4K image and a HD image, you can't really see it that much, especially on the website where it's going to be resized. So what you want to do, you don't want to get too big an image. After you've downloaded the image, you're going to use an online image compression software website to just go ahead and reduce the size some more. And the reason why you're doing it is because, well, you want the website to be fast. Matter of fact, the slower your website is, the less people are going to convert and do business with you. So definitely make your website fast by keeping your image sizes small. Just going to go ahead and download this. I'm going to go with 1500 pixels. I could go with 1000 to show you. And we've downloaded. After downloading, we're going to go to Tiny JPG. On Tiny JPG, we're going to upload the image that we just downloaded. And it's moving from 388 kilobytes to 67 kilobytes, which is an 83% decrease in size. Or we're saving so much saving so much space. You want to keep your images less than 250 kilobytes, ideally. So 67 kilobytes is absolutely beautiful. It's downloaded. Now you can go back to your website. On your website, we can just grab an image. All right. I'm going to drag and drop that. All right, drag and drop right there. There it is. Now we're going to select an image. Just upload the image that you just downloaded. And you would think that it is at this stage that you just go ahead and click select and it's added to your website. Not yet. Because the thing that you need to do next is what's called image SEO. So let's go ahead and select and you'll see. If we add this image to the website, it looks good, it's getting work done, it pretty much tells a story, like all the other images on this website, right? But the problem is that you don't want to just build a website, like we've said. You want to build a website that makes you money. And part of that is that you need to generate traffic consistently on your website. So what you're going to do is you're just going to go ahead and click on this image. You're going to go on replace, open media library. The image is still selected, and you're going to go to title and you're going to rename your image. The image name is going to be a search term or a keyword, is what they're called. Basically, anything that someone or your ideal client actually or customer type in Google to come across your business, that's what you're going to put right here. So one of the things I'm going to try is professional cleaners in Los Angeles. Use a hyphen between each word. And then I'm going to put my business name for safe measure. And then the alt text. What is the alt text? The alt text is what's going to load when the image isn't loaded properly. Contrary to your popular belief, probably, people who can't see, they're visually impaired, actually still visit your website. And the way that they do that, even though they can't see, is by using what's called a screen reader. Now, a screen reader makes sense, right? You can read the menu, you can read the content, you can read the text, they can get a very good idea of what a website is about. But what happens when they come across a video? Well, they can click play, all right, because the screen would help them decide how to play, and they can hear and that's solved. But what about a picture? As it would turn out, the alt text is what's going to be read from this by the screen reader. And the interesting thing is that besides people who are visually impaired needing the alt text to add context to the website and to what they're interacting with, It also helps with SEO because it's improving user experience. You see, SEO isn't about optimizing for keywords only, it's optimizing for user experience, right? The other thing that it does is that when the image doesn't load properly, like we said, that's what is going to be displayed in its space. So even someone who can see properly, when they go to the website and the image doesn't load, this word that appears, this alt text that appears, is going to add context to what should have been there. It's going to make your website more user friendly. So definitely use the alt text, and in the alt text you want to use a keyword yet again. So I'm going to use something that someone would type. Um, what kind of cleaners do they have? They have house cleaners. I guess we could say professional restaurant cleaners, Los Angeles. I don't know. If I was actually doing this for a client, I would use a tool to get the best keywords and we'll go from there. I'm going to say professional restaurant cleaners, Los Angeles, and that's what going to be for professional cleaners because I'm assuming that this company also helps to clean and sanitize restaurants. So let's go ahead and try that. You don't need to put a space between these words. Type raggedly, no caps and all of that, but it's fine. Professional restaurant cleaners, it's fine for a tutorial, guys. Professional restaurant cleaners and sanitizers in Los Angeles, you are going to Control A and copy. So you're going to highlight and copy, and you're going to paste this in the description and the caption. And this is where you would actually put this caption right here, is where you would put the credit for. It's not there. This is where you put the credit for where you got the image. So go ahead and select. And now if you save, this image is going to appear on Google for the search term professional restaurant cleaners and sanitizers in Los Angeles. Beautiful, right? So that's how you're going to get media files for your website. If you're going to add videos, do not upload the video to your server. Upload it to YouTube, set it to private or enlisted, then add the link. Matter of fact, let me show you how to do that. Just type YouTube, and you're going to get it right here. You upload to YouTube and you place the URL for the video from YouTube here, and that's going to remove the strain or, you know, it's going to remove strain or server load from your server to actual YouTube where it's free, and that's a really cool trick. So that's that for that design. Now the thing that we need to take a look at, which is absolutely critical at this stage, is what's called website responsiveness. No, you might be thinking that website responsiveness means that you say hey to the website and it talks back. Not really. That would be cool. Perhaps getting there with AI, but not yet. What website responsiveness means is that I have a smartphone right here. By the way, guys, I'm beginning to understand whenever people say Android, they associate it with being poor. Whenever you have an iPhone, you associate it with being rich. I don't know. Good for you if you feel that way. But we have a smartphone here, nice purple case. And this is a 6.7 inch screen or something of the sort, 6.1 or 6.7 inch screen. And the monitor here that you're seeing in the corner of the thing right here, corner of the video, this monitor here is a 27-inch curved monitor. And at some point in time, you might be using a 24-inch flat monitor, right? What happens is that if I visit the website on this device, on a 12-inch screen tablet or a 27-inch monitor or even a 45-inch TV, the website still should look beautiful and display wonderfully. That is what website responsiveness means. It means that your website looks and works well in different screen sizes. And you have to make your website responsive, or Google is not going to like it. You're going to lose website traffic. You're going to miss out on a lot of website traffic because, like, over 80% of the global traffic that you're going to get to your website is going to be from mobile. So if your website isn't optimized for mobile, then you're going to lose out. And funny enough, people might start shopping on your website using mobile, and then they switch to desktop to checkout. So if you go for mobile and no desktop, then you're going to be like, you're going to lose sales. And tablets is kind of in a gray area. Not many visitors, but still worth paying attention to. To make your website responsive, we're going to just we're going to start from the top. All right, so scroll all the way to the top, and come on, all the way to the top. Move myself all the way. You're going to click on this little icon right here that says view, and this is a laptop, and you're going to notice it says tablet and mobile. I like to start with the mobile when I'm doing the when I'm doing responsiveness. Scroll to the top. This is what your website is going to look, or this is how your website is going to look with when you're viewing it on a mobile. As you can see, this is too big. So you're just going to click on this text, and you go to general, and you're going to notice that it's a mobile. So I'm just turning myself because my body's facing you and my face is over here, which is just weird. All right. So you're going to notice that right here, it is the mobile that is highlighted. And if you click on a tablet, it changes to tablet. And if you click on desktop, it changes to desktop. All right. So we can click back on the mobile and we notice that the text is too big. We're editing the mobile, so we can go to style and the font size still mobile, and we can change this to, let's say, 30. And that's good. Let's make it a bit bigger. And let's see. Yes, I'm going to keep it about 34. The size, the line height is big, so I'm just going to reduce it some. I think if we could keep it on 3 lines, it would be good, like that. Let's reduce the line height some. All right. And if we go back to desktop, there isn't going to be much of a change or any change at all with the desktop version. All right. So we can just go ahead and increase. All right. And let's go back to the mobile. And you're going to notice that there isn't any change across it. And that's how website responsiveness is going to be done. So that's it for that part. And how I like to do this, I like to do one screen size at a time, right? So I don't want to go and change just one section for mobile and go back to desktop. Well, I wouldn't go back to desktop because desktop is done first. But then I go to tablet, and then after I go to this section, I do for mobile, then for tablet. No, I stay to mobile, do everything for mobile. Once everything on mobile is, so this is because all right. Once everything for mobile is to my liking, so the font size, all right, that's good. That's good. And there we go. And we can center. All right. Once everything is to my liking for the mobile, then we can go ahead. Just click right here. So I know this is from that section that I was doing. Let's click right here. And so this says heading. And there's a size. Let's go with large. All right, that's good. And you can continue like that, guys, which is just so beautiful. And you're finished with the mobile. Once you're finished with the mobile, we're going to assume that you've gone through the entire thing. It looks beautiful on mobile. Now you can go to right here and you can click tablet. And you notice that the tablet is a bit much. So just click right here. We're going to change the size. We can just click right here and then just go with large or XL. I can click back right here. And the line height is a bit too much. And I want to change the size just a bit. All right, that's good. Reduce the line height. All right, that's good. That is good. Looking good so far. And you just keep this up, guys, and you finish the page. You have to do this for every page that you have on the website because you have to make all the pages responsive. But once you get the hang of it, it's really easy. You can go through it really quickly and you have a good time at it. So remember, I always say you click right here. So on the Kadence blocks, guys, you're going to notice it has color palettes. You can add a color. These are the same colors that we added in the marketing and branding section on global colors and color psychology. You can go ahead and change them here. If you update it here, it's going to update everywhere. And you can change the block visibility. So some of them you can allow to be seen, others you can remove from being seen. The default block editor, you can go ahead and change that. I wouldn't change too many things here, guys, because most of what you want to work with is right here. And that's going to be a very comfortable area for you going forward. And as you notice, like everything that we've learned so far, we've learned to edit a template, we've learned to add content, we've learned to make it responsive. The only thing we need to learn now, is that we need to just learn how to create a page. So we're going to do that. Matter of fact, I'm not going to save this. I'm just going to close it. All right. I'm going to leave, not going to close it. If you want to add a page, you can go to the dashboard. On the dashboard, you can click add new and you can go to page. I think it's going to add a post because I clicked on new. We don't need a new post. Just click right here. And we can go to pages, add new page. Once we go to add new page, you're going to have new page. I'm going to show you how to add the page. Ooh, Sorry about that. I'm going to show you also how to add a page to the menu. And that's it. It says new page. Literally just go ahead and, you know what's fun? We can just get a pattern, all right, and go to headers. And actually what I want is not a header, but I want a hero. So let's see if we can get one from banner. No, not yet. Headers. I'm just looking for something fun. I don't want a header. I want a nice hero section. Let's see if I can find something for hero. All right, sure. I don't really like these. We could have some better designs though, mind you. All right, let's just go with this. All right, close that. Click that to bring up this side panel right here, and we can just do that, do that. The thing about it is that once you have this box, you can go to advanced, now style, background image, which is cool, select an image. This should be cool to use at this stage. And we're going to add an advanced header. We're going to say learning to add new page. And after we say learn to create new pages, we are going to go with just a text area. I'm going to click on the H and transform to a paragraph. And we're going to blah, 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 which is going to bring us to the next section. All right. The next section. So we know to create a page. You can go ahead and publish these changes. I'm going to publish and add it to the menu soon. But I want to show you how to use ChatGPT to get content for your website. So you're editing the website and you want to write things the right way. You want to write things beautifully. In about 2 or 3 minutes, I'm just going to show you some basic tips and ways how to use ChatGPT to get website content. So let's go over to ChatGPT. I'm going to close all those other tabs, head over to ChatGPT. All right, so we're here on ChatGPT. And now you're going to tell ChatGPT who you are, what you're doing. We are a cleaning company called, all right, and now we're going to ask ChatGPT to do something. So let's say we're going to put a header on the front page. So the very first part, let me just go right there for you guys. One of view page. So this is a page we have right now. This is a new page. Not much it's ugly, but that wasn't the point of what we're doing. We're on home, and we're gonna say right here, give us suggest 2 call to actions and a header for the starting part of our home page, right? That's it what we're gonna tell ChatGPT. So a call to action is a prompt telling the website visitor what they should do next. That's like the button. All right, let me show you. Outside the button right here saying get price or view our services or our best offers. All right, so we're going to say get us a header, 2 calls to action, a subheader, and a descriptive text. And it's going to give us content for all of this. So we need 2 calls to actions, calls to action to convert website visitors to leads and clients. We're going to need a subheader before the main header. And we also need a description after the header and before the call to action, which is literally what we have. We have a subheader, we have the main header, we have a small description, and we have 2 buttons or 2 calls to actions. That's what we're going to say right here. The 2 calls to action that are buttons and subheader or subheadline. I'm not sure if there's a difference. I'm just going to go ahead and enter that. ChatGPT is going to give us some information. So the subheader experience as Paulus Omar office. The main headline is going to be Los Angeles trusted cleaning expert, sparking spaces every time. And the description is going to be at Zeilhan Cleaners, we take pride in delivering top quality cleaning services tailored to your needs, whether it's your home or business or expert team. Ensures pristine, fresh, and healthy environment. Let us handle the cleaning so you can focus on what matters most. All right, good. And the 2 calls to actions are going to be get a free quote and book your cleaning. So you can get a free quote and you can book a cleaning. Those are going to be the 2 calls to actions. And we can just copy all of this stuff. So I'm going to copy this for starters just to show you. Head over to the website and we can edit page. Do right here. Highlight and paste. And this is good. All right. And you can do that. So I'm not going to keep that space because it's too many words. It's not going to look good. But you can do that for the rest of the website. It's all right here. You can ask ChatGPT for help. And with this, you're getting excellent copy for your website, because if you look at the results, guys, let's go right here. If you look at the results, this is absolutely beautiful. Get a free quote, book your cleaning today. It is even telling you what's the best conversions to ask for on the website. Absolutely beautiful. So that's it from the ChatGPT section. You also have learned how to edit or to create a new page. Yes, I was going to show you how to add the page to the menu. So let's go back. And on the website, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm not going to save. So I'm going to click right here and I'm going to leave. We've created a new page. We've seen the new page. Let's bring it up again. So this is new page. We're going to add it right here beside the contact. You can go to appearance menus. So on the dashboard, you go to appearance menus, new page is right here. You're going to add to menu, and you can leave it right here beside contact, save menu. And once you upload, reload is going to be right here. You can add it under contact by just indenting it right here, or indenting here to be on the menu as a sub menu, and save change. And the upload is going to be a drop down right here. And there you go, new page. And if you want it to be under services, you can just try it right here. And that's going to be a part of that sub menu. And just reload. And there you go. And that's pretty much how you're going to go ahead and add the page to the menu. That's how you're going to create a new page. And I think this tutorial has been very awesome. So let's see what's next.